Niger Republic. Reactions as video of military teaching Corpers how to fire machine guns emerges. Oh boy. See, they talk, say, there was a rumor that came out that the military and the government is planning to use NYSC corp members to go and fight in Niger Republic. And they denied it that it's not going to happen and there's no plan like that. Okay? Well, right now, a video has emerged where the military is now teaching the NYSC members how to shoot rifle right in the camp. Well, teaching them how to shoot rifle is not out of place, but they should not use them for that war. Normally, anybody that goes through National Youth Service Corps is a paramilitary program and should be taught a lot of the military tactics, because normally, if there's a war in a country, they can be exempted. Even all young men can be exempted. And so every graduate at least should have a taste of the military, and that is the essence of that NYSC. So personally, I don't see anything wrong in teaching them how to shoot gun, but the fact is that they should not be used for that war in Niger, because it is not our war, okay? And the war that military could not fight, Corpers are not the people that will fight and win such war. So we need to understand that, because there are the weaker vessels and weaker links that are paramilitary, that are not full military, and should not be used for full-blown war that is a direct responsibility of the military. Wow. So a video showing the moment some operatives of the Nigerian military were teaching members of the National Youth Service Corps how to fire a machine gun has caused a stir on the social media. Now, wow, this one at the beginning, okay. Nigerian News reports the video surfaced a few weeks after the NYSC Director, Press and Public Relations, Eddie Megwa, reassured the public that the establishment had no plan to deploy youth corps members to Niger to fight a war to restore democracy in that country. This was after it was being rumored on social media that the members will be deployed to Niger. Recall there was a coup in Niger on 26 July 2023, where Nigerian soldiers toppled the government of democratically elected President Mohamed Bazoum from power. Consequently, the ECOWAS is making efforts to restore democratic government to that country. However, the recent video of corps members learning how to fire machine guns has sparked concerns amongst Nigerians on social media. Oh boy. So this is the video. And this actually was happening in the north. I could hear some of the soldiers saying, Nangode, I thank you. So this must have happened somewhere in the north. But we really need to be very, very careful with what we are doing with our youth corpers, because they will not be used to fight war. Okay? They will not be used to fight war. It's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. Somebody say, expect more criminals after this, unless you are ready to create jobs. Abi? This is a serious one. Though. Expect more criminals, except you are ready to create a job. Okay? Because one thing in Nigeria, that was even why a lot of the army cadets who had the high institutions were closed down. Because a lot of people got the training in the army cadet, and then after the cadet and when they graduate from school, they go home with the military skill unused. Sometimes they use it to their own advantage. So when you train corpers how to fire machine gun and they graduate, you don't give them job. What are you telling them to do? They use the skill they have acquired to get what they want. Okay? So expect more criminals, expect more militants if you don't create job for them after graduation. That is what people are telling the Nigerian government and the Nigerian military. It is not enough to give them this skill. You have to productively and constructively engage them. both now and after graduation, so that they can, put that skill into good use, for the good of the nation and for the betterment of their life as well. Okay, they should just be engaged, create job for them, create something for them. Okay. Some other person say here nothing wrong with it. Yeah, like I said earlier at the beginning, there's nothing wrong if corp members are given paramilitary training, because NYC itself is paramilitary. That is why they are, coordinated and managed under defense headquarters and under the military. And that is why a lot of the DGs are actually serving or retired military officers. So it's a paramilitary organization. They should be given basic military training, okay, including ability to fight when there is war in the country, because they will join the military if there's war in the country. That is the truth. But the fact remains that they should not be used to go and fight that war in the Niger Republic. It not concern us. It not be our war. Okay? It not be our war. Again, this is happening in the north. The question probably we need to ask the NYC officials, so is this happening across all the NYC camps in the country, or is just happening at some selected areas, or the camp commandants are allowed to do whatever they like at their various camps that they are managing? So if this is a uniform instruction across all the NYC camps in Nigeria, then that makes it institutional. But if some camps are being strictly guarded against use of arms, while some are already training people on how to use arms, then there is there's inconsistency in the instructions and in the management of NYC, and that will need to be rationalized. That will obviously need to be corrected, okay? Because it will be too bad if some camps are doing something different, some other camps are doing some other things different. That is not what we want. That will create room for discrepancies and for some things that are unconstitutional and can cause problem. Okay, they have to be uniformly managed and not individually managed. So we hope that this thing is the Director General of NYC is aware and is giving his nod, or rather his support for this to happen. Otherwise, it should be stopped immediately until it is properly institutionalized within the NYC governing body. That is the truth. They need to either understand how it's happening and find a very organized, institutionalized way of managing it, or stop it effective immediately. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment.